Welcome to Gentle Yoga with Leo Gray on behalf of Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center in Palm Springs. Visit us on the web at urbanyoga.org or on Facebook at Kristen Olson's Urban Yoga Center. You can see the schedule there, which changes each month. Well, I guess some months there are no changes, but it doesn't change more frequently than each month. So it's the third, no changes for a while now. But some recent changes you may notice. And at either of those pages, you can also access the tip jar to make donations to support our online classes. So we'll start out today in a reclined posture. You don't have to choose the reclined posture I'm in. I have the soles of my feet together and my knees splayed out. You could add blocks here under the outsides of your knees if you choose this posture. You might also just plant the soles of your feet, let your knees lean in towards each other. Lie flat in Shavasana, or choose whatever posture is most comfortable for you. Closing your eyes if you like. Resting your hands where you want to, on the floor or on your body. Turning your attention to your breath. Inviting it to get deeper and slower, just by shifting focus to it. Taking in the movements of your breath, your contact with the floor. And whatever other sensations are present in your body. Especially noting any wanted sensations. Any trouble spots that are speaking to you as you listen in. Remembering as always that we can each skip or modify any portions of practice we need to. If you wish to set some personal intention for your practice today, you can do that now. And with our intentions set, let's take 3 deep, clearing breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth with a sigh. If you have your legs arranged as I do, use your arms to nudge your knees up towards each other. And let's all meet here with soles of the feet resting on the floor, heels in close to your butt. Cross your left ankle above your right knee. Reach your arms out to the sides with your palms facing up, shoulders nicely grounded. And let's see about keeping the shoulders grounded as you let the legs fall to the right and turn your head to the left. There's Sparky. So there's Sparky, as mentioned before class, Sparky the dog, coming and going, Lily the cat, and probably Debbie the human. And thanks to our daughter Regina for hosting us here in Mexico City. Yoga mat in the dining room, laptop in the living room, and we have a class. Slowly come back up to center. Cross your leg the opposite way. And when you're ready, twist the opposite. Come on back up to center. Uncross your legs. Draw your knees in. Hug your knees and explore rocking side to side or moving in circles. Massaging your back against the floor. Take some nice, big, simple full body stretches. Inhale, extend your arms and legs, squeeze your hands away from your feet. Exhale, curl up again. Following the pace of your own breathing for a few more. And then we'll sit up. You could either hold your knees and rock forward and back, or tip onto one side and let your arms do the work. Pressing you upright. Get comfortable sitting or kneeling. Let your arms hang loosely by your sides. Raise your right shoulder towards your ear. Slide it back and let it drop. And then your left shoulder up and back and down. Let your chin come down towards your chest. Start to roll your head gently and slowly in circles. Moving your ear with your shoulder. Letting your gaze tip up towards the ceiling. Continue on over the other shoulder. Back down through center. If you find a tight spot, you can pause the circling. Spend some more time, maybe rocking back and forth at the tight spots. And change direction. And when you finish the next circle, raise your chin and face forward again. Rest your hands on your thighs or your knees. Inhale, bring your heart forward and let your head go back. Exhale, bring your heart back, let your head come forward. A few more times. Your breath sets the pace. And after your next exhale, make your way up onto your hands and knees. Stacking the joints. Add padding under your knees if needed. Stable and comfortable. Reach back with your left foot pressed against the ball of your foot. On the next inhale, raise your right arm to the side. Parallel to the ground, palm down. On the next inhale, if you want, pick your left foot up, reach straight back. So the leg is parallel to the ground. Bend your knee, reach back. See if you can take hold of your foot or leg. And if you can, kick into your hand. Lift your knee, lift your chin. Release, lower down. Reach back, press into the ball of your right foot. On an inhale, reach your left arm to the side. On the next inhale, pick that right foot up, reach straight back through the sole of your foot. Bend your knee, reach back for that bind. And if you can't get the bind, don't worry about it. There was a time when I couldn't get the bind. Maybe everybody goes through that stage. Release, then lower down. Let's step the left foot forward. And then the right, and hang out in forward fold. Swaying. Bending one leg as you lengthen the other. Head hanging heavy down towards the ground. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your arms. My head is going on. Inhale, reach out to the sides. As you exhale, you can reach for your shoulder blades, or if you like, take eagle arms. And then if you're an eagle, reach forward and up. Inhale to open up again. Exhale to cross the opposite. Inhale to open up. Exhale to let your arms down. Inhale out and up. Interlace your fingers. Turn your palms up. Reach your palms up. Look up with your hands. Lift up the heart. With an inhale, bring yourself upright. Exhale to bend to the left, feeling the length of both arms. Inhale up through center. Exhale, bend to your right. Inhale up through center. Exhale, let your arms come out. Sip of my water. Hands to your heart. Let's step into a high lunge with the left foot forward. So all 10 toes pointing in the same direction like the length mat. And if a high lunge is too much or becomes too much, you can gently let this back knee down. You can uncurl the back toes. So you decide which lunge is better. And if you feel a little wobbly, as I just did, you take out more of the width of the mat, widen your stance, picture your shoulders above your hips. Bring your arms up. If having your arms up is too much, you bring your hands back here or here. Have one or both hands on your leg. You're going to exhale, sink forward in the hips, draw your arms down to cactus. And inhale, glide back in the hips and reach up. And this leg and hip movement can be as small or big as you want. See what your body is calling for. And then let's meet here at the top of the movement or back end of the movement, depending on how you look at it. Reach your right hand. You can reach your left hand forward or drop it to your knee for steadiness. Come through center with your hands by your heart. And then twist to your left. Left hand back, right hand forward or to the knee. Come through center, hands to heart. Big push off the back foot, step forward. And then step to the opposite lunge when you're ready, no rush. With your right foot forward and left foot back. High or low, it doesn't even have to be the same option as you did on the other side. Find steadiness. When you're steady, you're ready. Bring your arms up. Exhale, sink forward. Inhale, glide back. And just the honest, one option might work better for one step than the other. One step might want more or less range of motion than the other. So just listen to your body. My right hip's a little tight. I'm not forcing anything, just feeling it. Try to breathe. So ease and openness, and then you take places that you're speaking of. Inviting them to open instead of telling them, commanding them. And from the top of the movement, twist to the left. Come through center. And twist to the right. Come through center. Big push off your left foot, step forward. I'm going to modify a sun salutation here. I'm starting at the back end of the mat instead of the front end. Either way is fine. I'm just doing it for the sake of this camera placement here. So, same postures with some different transition. Inhale out and out. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. And then depending on how you're going to do it, you either step back to plank with your feet or you walk your hands forward like I'm doing and come to plank this way. Either way, we can arrive at plank. And if a shorter plank's better for you, let your knees down, take that shorter plank. And exhale, slowly lower all the way down to the floor, keeping your elbows in towards your body as you lower. Finding strength in that slowness. Pressing into your hands, inhale, lift your head and chest to whatever height feels okay for your lower back. My lower back's a little tender this morning, so I'm doing them a lower heart opener here. I'm going to press back, sort of pass through table onto the hands and knees. Then curl your toes under, press into your feet to lift your knees, press into your hands and lift your tail. Downward dog, pedal your feet up and down. And here's that other transition, which may be different. You're either gonna walk your feet to your hands or your hands to your feet. I'm walking my hands to my feet. Maybe you're walking your feet to your hands. So we meet and forward fold either way. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Step your left foot forward, plant it near the edge of the mat, parallel to the mat. And then turn your right heel down. Step your right foot at about a 45-degree angle near the other edge of the mat. So we have warrior one. So you can bend this left knee, look down, and see that your knee is aimed in the same direction as your toes. Your knee can be above your ankle or somewhere behind, not forward past where your ankle is. So if you need a longer stance, scoop your foot forward like I just did. Feel grounding in the outer edge of the right foot and the ball of your left foot. Back leg is long and strong, but not locked. Little secret bend in the knee. One colleague used to call it that. Probably still does. Bring your arms up. And then let your shoulders melt down a little bit away from your ears. Soften the shoulder. Turn your pinkies towards each other. So your palms face back behind you. Warrior one. And we'll go through some variation. Bring your elbows to your ribs and your forearms parallel to the ground. Try to keep your elbows in. Inhale, slide your hands apart. Exhale, slide your hands in front of you. A few more times. And let's transition to warrior two. Bring your hands onto your hips. Pivot your right foot open so it's perpendicular to your left foot. And slide the line behind your left foot. Some people say to line up your heels. Some people say line up the front heel and the back arch. Anywhere in between those is fine. Square your shoulders and hips to the longer edge of it. And I'm deepening my stance again, scooting my front foot forward here, my left foot. Arms out to the sides. Turn your head to the left, looking out past your fingertips. Inhale, rotate. Turn your palms up. And exhale, rotate forward. So inhale, we rotate back. Exhale, we rotate forward. So the arms stay parallel to the ground. Of course, if it helps you get more movement in your shoulders, you can bend your elbows to any degree that works for you. Keep my arms fairly straight, but not locked. But that's me. And turn just your left palm up towards the ceiling, keeping the lower body pretty much as it is. Inhale, tip back, reach up, reverse warrior. Right hand can rest lightly on your right leg or on your hip for support, or slide across your lower back in a half bind. Left hand up above your face, up with that hand, breathe into your left side. Exhale, tip forward, left forearm lightly to left thigh, reach your right arm overhead. And if you want, you can make circles with your right arm. If you want, you can extend your left arm forward or to the side to get some more core engagement. It's also a good way to check that you're not dumping your weight into this arm and then into this leg. You're using those core muscles. If your left arm's extended, bring it back in. We'll do a warrior dance. Inhale, reverse warrior, tip back, reach up. Exhale to a side angle again, tip forward, reach forward. And just follow your breath for a few more. And then from side angle, let's inhale back up to warrior two here. And we'll do another dance to gentle warrior. Inhale, straighten the front leg, raise your arms, turn your palms in, turn your head to the right, 90 degrees. Exhale, turning your head back to the left, 90 degrees, lower your arms, turn your palms down, and you left. Inhale up to gentle warrior. Exhale down to warrior two a few more times. And then from warrior two, let's set up for a triangle. Straighten that front leg most of the way. In that secret bend in the knee. Draw your right hip. And slide your left hand forward. And then tip. Let your left hand drop and your right hand tip up. Triangle. The bottom hand could be hanging in the air like this, resting on a block if you have it. And it might be outside of the leg or inside. Taking deep breaths into those wide open lungs. Bring your right hand onto your hip. Inhale, reach your left hand forward and stand. Bring your left hand to your hip. Pivot onto the ball of your right foot. Back foot. Take a big step forward. And I'll take a big drink, maybe you will too, before we do that all again. So when you're ready, the right foot forward by the edge, parallel, the left foot back, 45 degrees by the other edge. Check the knee. Feel for the grounding in the feet. And when you're steady, chop. Let the shoulders come back down a bit. And turn your pinkies in. Elbows to the rib cage, Forearms parallel to the floor. Inhale, hands apart. Exhale, hands apart. And bring your hands onto your hips. Pivot your left foot open. Slide in line behind your right foot. Deepen your stance. If you're like me, you like to. You don't have to. Not everyone does that. Shoulders above the hips. Arms out. Head to the right. Inhale, rotate back. Exhale, rotate forward. And then turn just your right palm up. Inhale, reverse warrior, tip back, reach up. Remember to keep the lower body pretty still. Letting the core do the work as the upper body moves around. Exhale, tip forward, reach forward, come to side angle. If you like, circle left arm. And if you like, extend your right arm. If your right arm is extended, bring it back to your knee. And let's do the first dance. Inhale, reverse warrior, tip back, reach up. Exhale to side angle, tip forward, reach forward. Let's inhale up to warrior two. And dance to gentle warrior. Inhale, glide up. And exhale, glide down. And then from warrior two to triangle, straighten the front leg most of the way. Draw your left hip back and your right hand forward. And tip to find your triangle and take those nice big breaths. Bring your left hand to your hip. Inhale and reach your right hand forward and stand up. Bring your right hand to your hip. Pivot onto the ball of your left foot and step forward. And yes, I did tip way to the side there. It happens. The thing about that deeper stance is it's a bigger step to come out. Let's come down and have a seat and give those hardworking legs. Extend your legs forward. And then use your arms to nudge them apart to whatever degree is okay for you. And you can walk your hands down your leg. I'll give you some options here. Hands can go down the legs like that, or you can rest your hands on the floor. If you have blocks, you could rest your hands on a block, and you can walk your hands forward, or sort of walk your block forward under your hands. And I often don't know until I start trying them which one's going to be the one today that I prefer to do. So maybe you do a bit of each too, and it's okay if we don't know which one feels better. Maybe it's just fun to try them out. Questions are more important than answers. And I don't know is always an acceptable answer. Inhaling, walk your hands back, sit yourself up. And let your arms help your legs, bend your left leg, bring your left foot over here by your right thigh or right knee if the thigh is not movable. If you have blocks and it doesn't feel good to have your leg hang in the air, you could put a block or some other prop here under the outside of your leg. Some people don't like this sensation of the hovering knee. Maybe your knee doesn't even hover, maybe it's on the floor. Pivot your torso towards your right foot and flex your right foot back. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to fold down over that extended leg. Take a couple breaths. Slowly open your left arm out to the side and then reach it up alongside your ear. Left hand arching overhead towards the right. For me, towards is the operative word. There are people who can touch one hand to the other when they do this. I'm not one. Our beloved Johnny, he does it quite easily. Inhale, reach slowly up and out to the left again, and take your time to swing that arm across. So your left hand comes back to your right hand. And inhaling, walk your hands up that right leg. Letting your arms help the legs, extend the left, bend the right, and bring the foot over here. Pivot your torso, flex your left foot. Inhale to reach up, and exhale to fold down. Slowly open your right arm to the side and reach it up alongside your ear, overhead towards the other one. Take your time to reach up and out to the right, and bring the hand across to the other hand. Inhale and walk your hands up your leg and sit up. Start to extend the right leg, but then bend the left and bring the feet together. Big space here between pelvis and heels. Reach over and in front of your ankles like that, walk under your ankles like this, whichever you like. Then walk your hands forward on your. Let your neck release, let your head hang. Breathe into wherever tightness when it approaches time. The openness in where it's needed. Neck relaxed, head. Slowly inhaling. Walk your hands back and sit up. One more forward fold, scoot your heels towards your pelvis, feet together. Interlace your fingers and hold your toes between your hands. Wriggle in your seat, shift the bones closer to the ground. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, hinge forward from the hips with a long spine. So first we see how far that long spine will tip forward. And then when it doesn't seem to go any further, let your head hang. Breathe into your hips. Inhale, slowly sit up. Let your arms help your legs one last time. Lift your knees towards each other. Rest your feet on the floor. I'm going to turn around. You don't have to do this part. You're going to come down onto your forearms and down onto your back for bridge. I'm doing this so that my head is closer to the microphone once I'm down here. So for bridge pose, if you like, you could have a block here between your knees on the middle position. Heels in close to your butt. Press into the soles of your feet. And when you're ready, inhale, lift your hips. For a deeper heart opener, if you like, clasp your hands under you, reach your knuckles towards your heels, and wriggle your shoulder blades towards each other. If you're doing that, unclasp your hands and slowly exhale, let your hips come down. Hold up and down a few times at your own pace. And then we'll go into supported bridge. Next time you lift your hips up, pause with them lifted, don't stop breathing. Put a block or something else at the base of your spine and come down to rest on that support. Not having blocks, I'm using my hands. I have my hands stacked, palm down, right at my sacrum, just resting on the back of my hands. I think it's nicer with the block. You can use a bolster or pillows, folded towels or blankets. A friend in Rhode Island, a teacher friend who I borrowed some equipment from last summer, has these blocks that aren't rectangular. They have two curved sides. And it's a really neat feeling to put one of those curved sides on your lower back, supported bridge. I think when I travel there, I'll be borrowing the same equipment from the same person. I hope. I'm gonna ask him anyway. I don't know about you all, I have not carried props with me when I fly around. Not since becoming a teacher anyway. I did once take a mat on a trip, but it predated even starting teacher training. Some folks are very attached to their own props, and I guess I'm not as much as some. Press into your feet, inhale, lift your hips up, take the support out from underneath, and exhale, slowly lower down, and just take a couple breaths after you land. Hug your knees to your chest. Explore whatever movement you like to massage back against the floor. And grab your strap or whatever you're using for a strap. I'm using the scarf today. Strap's probably the easiest prop to travel with under your umbrella. Run it under your feet, hold one end in each hand, and reach your hands and feet up. But stay grounded, feel for your sacrum, shoulder blades, and back of your head on the floor. So I don't want to lift any of that off the floor as we reach up. Point your toes up. And then point your toes down towards your face. And then let your feet relax. And slide them apart. Now here's where, see, this scarf is significantly shorter than a scarf. Could be bringing my feet further apart, but not with this prop. And that's okay. Gently drawing on both ends. Slide your feet back towards each other. Take your right foot out, press your right calf and right heel to the ground, flex your right foot back. Reach your left arm out to the side with your palm facing up. Keeping the shoulders grounded, draw your leg to the right and turn your head to the left. Yeah, sometimes I find myself a little too close to a wall or a piece of furniture and I do a funny little scoot to give more room for the leg that's coming down. Bring everything back up through center. Take the strap in your left hand. Press your right hand down on the front of your right hip bone. Keeping the pelvis square to the floor by pressing down on that hip. Let your limbs fall over to the left. Very slowly and gently to come out of this one, lift those limbs back up to center line. Raise your right leg, step in, take your left foot out, press the left leg down, flex the left foot back. Reach your right arm to the side. Draw your leg to the left and turn your head to the right. Come back up to center. Switch hands on your strap. Press down on your left hip. Let your limbs fall to the right. Nice and easy, come back to center. Lift your left leg, draw your knees in, set your strap aside. Reach your feet towards the ceiling. Reach your hands up, take hold of your legs or your feet. And play with moving your arms and legs in whatever way feels good for you. And whenever you feel complete with inverting, you make your way to a resting pose of your choice. Remembering that Shavasana corpse pose is just one option. It's not mandatory. Close your eyes if you like. You may simply focus on your breathing or reflect on the intention you set at the beginning of practice, or just let your mind wander. Give yourself some deeper breaths. And start to move around bit by bit. Letting the movements grow bigger and bigger. Taking your time. When you're ready, gently sit up. Bring your hands by your heart. Thank you for sharing practice today. The light within me sees and honors that same light within you. Namaste.